Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Black and Gold brand. Welcome to NXT. 9 weeks away from NXT TakeOver New Orleans at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. And ladies and gentlemen, stacked card for you here tonight. Candice LeRae versus Ember Moon in the main event. And speaking of the main event, this man believes he is the main event. And he might as well, he sure as hell might just main event NXT TakeOver New Orleans in a couple of weeks from now, as we get set to hear Jinder Mahal's piece. And Jinder Mahal, he's been in the news lately as to him attacking the contenders, people who stated that they wanted to become the NXT champion, guys like Johnny Gargano, guys like Bobby Roode, Ricochet, Cassius Ohno, all are pleading their case, putting their bodies on the line, putting their whole lives out there to just for a shot at that NXT championship, only for Jinder Mahal to attack them and brutalize them. And last week, the main event between Johnny Gargano and Bobby Roode, a match that can main event any pay-per-view in any given company, was ruined by that man right there, Jinder Mahal, who had the audacity to attack Johnny Gargano. And before that, he attacked Ricochet and Cassius Ohno. And it appears that Jinder Mahal is just finding more and more enemies for the enemies to latch onto, as Jinder Mahal makes his grand entrance with the crown jewel of the NXT brand, the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, held by future Hall of Famers, guys like Seth Rollins, guys like Shinsuke Nakamura, Samoa Joe, have held that piece of championship gold. That same piece of championship gold that Jinder Mahal is hoisting up in the air. And that NXT title is Jinder Mahal's life. It's his livelihood. And without that title, he believes he's simply just an ordinary man. But I think his ego's a little bit too big for him to admit that, as Jinder Mahal is going to speak his piece. And looks like we're going to get a visit from the NXT General Manager, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels, you know, he has a lot to say about this. A lot to say about his workers, his employees being attacked by Jinder Mahal on several occasions just because of Jinder Mahal's insecurities. Because of the fact that Jinder Mahal can't take that he has challengers for that NXT championship. And Shawn Michaels, former WWE champion, he knows how it is to be the world champion. And Shawn Michaels is going to confront Jinder here. And Shawn Michaels has just laid down the line for the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal 8-man tournament. And we're going to get further details later on in the week about this 8-man tournament. But ladies and gentlemen, just like I mentioned on the top of the show, Candice LeRae will go one-on-one with the War Goddess Ember Moon. And that is the main event of NXT here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back on NXT, and we just heard the Velveteen Dream said he's going to make his debut. We're all going to feel the Velveteen experience, and that will be next week on the Black and Gold brand. But we're switching from the Velveteen Dream to TM61 in some tag team action. And TM61 They have not been able to get out the gate recently. Suffered losses to AOP, suffered losses to the Revival, but it's the heart of Shane Thorne and Nick Miller to continue on here in their quest to become the NXT Tag Team Champions in the NXT Tag Team Championship. NXT Tag Team Division, Championship Division is beginning to heat up. Guys like TM61 able to step up to the plate. Guys like the Street Profits able to step up to the plate now that kind of the big dogs like Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are no more here on NXT. But TM61 are going to face some heavy challengers, no pun intended, in heavy machinery. Otis Dozovic on the right, Tucker Knight on the left. And these guys are simply all about power. They're all about having fun, but they're sure as hell all about having the time of their lives as well by kicking some ass and winning some matches. That's one of their mottos. That's one of the things that they do in the middle of this ring all the time. And Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight gonna finally get their chance to shine here at Full Sail here on NXT. I've seen them down in the PC training, but I've never seen them in the ring here tonight on NXT, and now they're gonna get their chance. And NXT starting to boil up. You have wrestlers like Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, Bianca Belair. And now Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight coming onto the scene here on NXT. And look at Otis Dozovic. Ready to step up to the plate here. And now Shane Thorne. Oh! Kick right to the gut though by Otis Dozovic. Otis Dozovic clearly the bigger man in the exchange between Thorne and Dozovic here. And now Shane Thorne probably has the wrestling experience. Wrestled all over the world in Australia, hometown. It's home of Australia, Japan, Europe, everywhere. Shane Thorne has gone, and Nick Miller as well. They have made an impact as Shane Thorne trying to wear down the big man and Otis Dozovic and lands right on his face for it. As Dozovic now goes for a lariat, ducks by Shane Thorne and a heavy European uppercut, and you know Paul Heyman of the Authors of Pain is watching this contest. And what a European uppercut by Shane Thorne. And it prompts the fans' approval. Oh, the clothesline. Clothesline by Otis Dozovic. And now Dozovic has Shane Thorne up and he slams him down. Clearly the taller man is Shane Thorne in this exchange, but the bigger man overall is Otis Dozovic. As Dozovic now, Shane Thorne in no man's land here. Oh! Punch right to the gut, and now gonna tag in Big Tucker Knight. Rebound off the rope. Shane Thorne in trouble! And a double shoulder block as Thorne immediately tags out. Wants nothing to do with Big Tuck here. And Nick Miller tried to go on the onslaught. And a huge back elbow. And another back elbow. And a drop kick now from Nick Miller. And you know, both of these teams want their opportunity. They want their shot at that NXT Tag Team Championships held by Akam and Razor of the Authors of Pain. And those are some worthy champions. And both of these teams are some very worthy challengers. As the NXT pool getting very smaller for tag teams, which allows teams like TM61 and Heavy Machinery and the Street Profits to shine. As Nick Miller now has... Nick Miller able to fight out. Punching Tucker. And now look at this. Shoulders are down here. Nick Miller has him in a small package and a kick out at 2 by Tucker Knight. And Tucker Knight almost lost this match for his team here as Nick Miller T-bone suplex across the ring. Just the strength of Nick Miller off that T-bone suplex. And look at this. Look at this maneuver here. Figure 4 sharpshooter. And Tucker Knight, the big man, is in big trouble here. Will we see a tap out from Big Tuck? And Tucker Knight able to fight out in a right hand. Right hand. Dizzy's Nick Miller. And another right hand. Another right hand, but this one is missed. As Nick Miller now goes for the skies here, but no. And the cross body. Just imagine 290 plus pounds, landing on you in a kick out at 2 by Nick Miller. Very competitive NXT tag team match here to kick off NXT and all. Slamming him on the ground, and we have big matches here tonight. Main event, Candice LeRae versus Ember Moon. The first time we're going to see Candice LeRae in the NXT ring competing. And we also have Neville's Open Challenge. Oh, who is going to accept that challenge later tonight? We've seen guys like Oni Lorcan, Cedric Alexander, and Buddy Murphy step up to the plate. Who will step up to the plate this week? And a back suplex! And a swanton by Shane Thorne. Great tag team maneuver by TM61, the Mighty. And now, Shane Thorne. Great move by Tucker Knight, rolling onto his stomach, making sure that no offense could be made by Shane Thorne. And a great maneuver by Tucker Knight. And Otis Dozovic on the corner, tagging in, and I think Tucker's going to look like he's going to tag in. The more fresher man here, and an elbow right to the heart. But no, I stand corrected here. And Tucker Knight got to go for the pinfall and a kick out at 2 by Shane Thorne. And I can see both of these teams becoming future NXT Tag Team Champions. As now, Tucker Knight going to tag in Otis Dozovic. And this does not look good. This does not look good for Tucker. Oh my God, the compactor! And they call it the compactor. And Shane Thorne is out cold. As Heavy Machinery get the victory over TM61 here tonight on NXT. What a competitive tag team match to kick off NXT this week. And this big elbow right to the heart of Shane Thorne. And then the compactor. Just imagine 2 300 plus pound men landing right on you. I would not dream of it. I do not envy Shane Thorne in the slightest. But Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovic, and Tucker Knight get a huge victory here on NXT. Bobby Roode telling Jinder Mahal right to his face that he will be the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. And speaking of championships, here comes the WWE United Kingdom Champion, Neville. And Neville set for the 4th Open Challenge. Like I said earlier, we've seen Buddy Murphy step up to the plate last week. We've seen Cedric Alexander. We've seen Oni Lorcan. All 3 of those men have failed in trying to become the United Kingdom Champion. But who will really step up to the plate here tonight? Will it be a repeat? Will it be Lorcan? Will it be Alexander? Or will it be Buddy Murphy again? Or will it be a new face? Will it be a fresh face here to challenge Neville for that WWE United Kingdom Championship? And Neville, he won that title at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn under unfair means, might I add. Mustafa Ali was supposed to be in that spot, but Mustafa Ali was injured in that post-match assault by Neville during that United Kingdom tournament, which prompted Shawn Michaels to make a decision. A right-hand decision, a second-hand decision. And oh my God. Oh my. And we've seen the tension between these 2 men last week on NXT, and it appears that's just going to be even more tension. Aleister Black, is he going to accept the United Kingdom Championship Open Challenge here? And I'm pretty sure that he is. the Prince of Eternal Darkness, Aleister Black. And Aleister Black staring a hole into the United Kingdom champion Neville. And if I'm Neville, I'm gripping that championship with all my might, because Aleister Black is undefeated here on NXT ever since his arrival at NXT TakeOver Dallas WrestleMania weekend. Aleister Black has been undefeated, and Aleister Black has ran through Austin Aries, has ran through Hideo Itami, and will he run through Neville? Time will simply tell for the Prince of Eternal Darkness, and Neville calls himself the King, and it appears that the King is in trouble of losing his throne, or in fact being kicked off his throne with a black mass. And Aleister Black accepting the challenge, and this does not bode well for Neville, going against the undefeated Aleister Black for the United Kingdom Championship, or we might simply see a title change here at Full Sail, as Aleister Black stares a hole deep enough to burn anyone inside out. Aleister Black staring a hole at Neville, staring a hole into that NXT or WWE United Kingdom Championship. And Aleister Black, but also Neville staring a hole into Aleister. And these two men, tension is in the air. This is simply combustible. These two men, Neville and Aleister Black, they had a standoff last week on NXT, and now it's going to come to fruition. The best wrestlers that WWE has to offer today stepping up for that United Kingdom Championship. And we've seen classics with Neville ever since he's won that title. Classics with Tyler Bate, classics with Cedric Alexander, classics with Oney Lorcan and Buddy Murphy. Can we see a classic with Aleister Black? And now these people in Full Sail giving their appreciation to both of these men here. And Full Sail is on fire for Neville and Aleister Black. And Aleister Black gonna throw the first strike here. Knee to the jaw. Knee to the jaw. And Aleister Black. Oh, and a kick right to the chest to Neville. Neville's like he's seeing a ghost. Neville believes he's seen a ghost here, as Aleister Black now kick right to the face. And Aleister Black not gonna let up here on Neville. And Neville's in trouble. We haven't seen Neville in this situation. Oh, and now Neville gonna throw rights. Neville now gonna throw his strikes here to Aleister Black, and Aleister Black catches him. Aleister Black catches him. And does Aleister Black have Neville's number? And look at Aleister. And now Neville leaving the ring, gonna take a breather here as Aleister Black runs the ropes. And Neville better be careful, because after Aleister Black put away Austin Aries, we haven't seen Austin Aries. In fact, Austin Aries quit the company. He quit NXT. He didn't want to work here on NXT. And look at this. And Hideo Itami. I haven't heard or seen Hideo Itami ever since Brooklyn. And now Neville sets him down with that Falcon Arrow. So Neville better play his cards right here against Aleister Black, or he might be going to the dark abyss as elbows rain down on Aleister. Ducked down by Neville, leapfrog by the smaller man here, and Neville snap German suplex. Aleister Black lands right on his head. And this match is going to be one for the ages. Two of the best strikers in the company. And Neville again with the snap German. Shoulders are down, lands right on the head, does Aleister, and a kick out at 2. So I'm telling Neville right now, better play his cards right against Aleister Black, or he might never be seen again, like Hideo Itami, like Austin Aries. And now Neville drops the kick right to the side of the head, and now Aleister Black is in big trouble. Aleister Black having to use the ropes to get back on his feet. And this does not bode well for the Prince of Eternal Darkness. And oh! God! And that sunset flip powerbomb right on the outside. Lands hard on his back. Does Aleister. And Aleister Black now in big trouble. Both of these men, they know each other very well. Which makes it all but more combustible. And now a knee right to the jaw. Neville getting right back up though, and a knee sets Neville right back down. Neville still trying to get to his feet. And Neville, with that never die attitude, wants to hold on to that NXT UK title so much. And now, now it's the Black with a knee right to the gut. And look at this. Oh, and a knee. And Neville is, I'm pretty sure Neville is seeing stars. 100% sure Neville is seeing stars right now. And Aleister Black tried to continue his onslaught. But Neville, and a Tiger suplex. Tiger suplex and a kick out at 2 by Aleister Black. And both of these guys, they know each other very well. And Neville now gonna stop away in a huge right. Huge right to Aleister Black. And this does not look good. And what is Neville thinking? Oh, and a standing for 50. Standing for 50. And Aleister Black kicks out at 2 again. Aleister undefeated here. Ever since his arrival here in NXT, Aleister Black has been undefeated. And now chopping away, but Aleister kicking away. Ducks that. Does Neville. And and another knee right to the side of the face. Another knee right to the side of the face and a kick right to the back of the head. Kick right to the back of the head. And now Aleister has Neville up. Slams him down. Slam Neville down. And now Aleister Black over the top. And Neville's like he's saying a ghost. Just Aleister Black with the flurry. The flurry of attacks here has everything, every answer for Neville. And I think he might be looking for Black Mass. So wait a minute. Neville now. Neville leaving the ring. Neville got to take a breather. And Aleister Black has the gun staring down a loaded gun here. Black Mass, but no. No. And Neville now. Neville escaping. Neville escapes Black Mass. Neville escapes Black Mass. Wasn't hit with Black Mass, but he escaped it. And the referee counting away here. And Neville just said, screw this. He went to the back. Neville went to the back here. And Aleister Black wins this match via countout. Neville walked out, but wait a minute, that's Pete Dunne. Bitter end to Aleister Black. Bitter end by Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne, and again, bitter end. Bitter end by Pete Dunne. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back on NXT, and I cannot believe Pete Dunne is at Full Sail University. Hit 2 bitter ends on Aleister Black, who beat Neville for the United Kingdom Championship, albeit by countout. So that means he doesn't win the title. Just absolutely combustible. But switching gears to the main event of the evening, as Candice LeRae makes her NXT debut against the War Goddess, Ember Moon. And these two women, they had a confrontation last week on NXT when Ember Moon confronted the NXT Women's Champion Asuka, which was immediately followed by Candice LeRae confronting Ember. So the women's division is totally heating up here on NXT, and it's going to heat up even more leading into NXT TakeOver New Orleans, as both of these women might simply be in that championship match. It could be either Candice or Ember facing Asuka at NXT TakeOver New Orleans, Survivor Series weekend, and 9 weeks from now on the channel, as Ember Moon sets to make her entrance, the War Goddess stood toe-to-toe with Asuka, but Candice LeRae, in her short tenure here on NXT, has also stood toe-to-toe with Asuka. So both of these women looks like they don't fear Asuka at all. And this could really be the determining factor to who goes on to face Asuka at TakeOver New Orleans. And whoever comes out on top and gains the most momentum, Shawn Michaels might eye them a little bit and might just give them a title match or an opportunity for a title match. Nowhere this is stated to be a number one contenders match. It seems like it's just a match to get both women some momentum here heading into New Orleans, as we try to determine who will face Asuka in 9 weeks. As Ember Moon sets to go one-on-one with Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae making her NXT debut here tonight. Big night here for Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae made her debut helping husband Johnny Gargano against Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. But Candice LeRae, that headlock, punching away here at Ember. And now Ember Moon gets back to her feet. And now LeRae, rebound off the ropes, stuck down by Ember. Oh, and a drop kick by Candice. And both of these women, very athletic individuals. Candice LeRae has fought wrestlers, male wrestlers, guys like Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano, her own husband, she stood toe-to-toe in the ring with. So Candice LeRae, like I said, go one-on-one against guys and gals here, as Ember Moon delivers those stiff kicks right to Candice LeRae, and now leg sweep as Ember Moon now elbow right to the knee. Elbow right to the knee as Ember Moon showing her strength, throwing Candice LeRae across the ring. And now we know who the strongest woman in this contest is, as Ember Moon begins to gain momentum after that suplex kick right to the back of the head. And now suplex targeting the back of the head once more. And Ember Moon now made her debut a couple of weeks ago, but she's proven to the NXT universe that she is fearless. She doesn't fear anyone, including the NXT Women's Champion Asuka, as Candice LeRae now, and look at that head scissors as Candice on the top rope, and oh my God, Candice LeRae showing her agility here, and her balance on the top rope, and just throwing herself onto Ember Moon. And now Candice LeRae, missile drop kick connects. Missile drop kick connects, and Ember Moon looks like she's in a haze as Candice LeRae continues her onslaught here against Ember Moon. Both of these women, phenomenal athletes, astronomical wrestlers, as Candice LeRae goes for a neck breaker. Neck breaker right to Ember Moon, and Ember Moon is in trouble going against Candice LeRae here. And now chopping away at the seams, and an elbow. Another elbow by Candice. Another chop by Candice, but coming back is Ember Moon. And Ember Moon now with the rapid fire kicks. Rapid fire kicks to the chest. And now Candice LeRae in big trouble. Sends her down. Send her down as Ember Moon, kick right to the ribs. And look at this maneuver in the surfboard stretch. Stretching out LeRae. Arms in midsection. Try to go for that enziguri. Nobody home, and Candice LeRae with enziguri of her own. Enziguri of her own as LeRae now. And look at this. You can see the You can see the tension between these two women as LeRae and just scraping the face of Ember Moon, and oh, what a big boot! Big boot in the corner, and this does not look good for the War Goddess Ember Moon. As Candice LeRae, and look at that sunset flip! What a sunset flip powerbomb by Candice LeRae. LeRae now has Ember Moon tied up. Has her tied up, and look at this. Look at this California Dream. California Dream is in. And Ember Moon in big trouble. As Ember Moon with the strength to pull. Oh. To pull through, pull away from Candice LeRae's clutch. Ember Moon on the top rope, in which she's probably looking for that eclipse. And a kick right to the side of the jaw. And that looked brutal. As Candice LeRae now, both of these women on the top, and this does not look good for either woman here. And oh my God, oh! What a Hurricane Rana! Hurricane Rana sends Ember Moon across the ring. And the single knee codebreaker. Synonymous with Chris Jericho with a kick out at 2. Chris Jericho in the fight of his life this coming Sunday at No Mercy against Shinsuke Nakamura, former NXT champion. And Candice LeRae can't believe that she just kicked out, and again, Candice LeRae making sure that wasn't instinct. And that was just Ember Moon's will. Oh, a big elbow. And now drops right on her back, but no. Candice LeRae saw it coming, and look at his head scissors. Drops Ember right on her head. Dropped Ember right on her head. As now Candice LeRae clothesline. There goes Ember over the top. And both of these women really proving that they want to be on top. And oh my God! And it appeared that Candice LeRae misdirected, overshot that suicide dive, and she landed right on her collarbone. As Ember Moon's gonna take advantage. Fisherman's driver lands right on the floor, and under that padding is nothing but cold hard concrete. And Ember Moon now, Ember Moon has Candice LeRae up, and she drives her down with the Death Valley driver. Death Valley driver by Ember Moon. And Candice LeRae has not been able to move on her own accord. Oh, and a kick. Oh, and now an elbow by Moon. And Moon now. But over the top. Over the top goes Ember. And this does not look good. And Candice LeRae through the ropes. Oh my God! Absolutely spiked Ember Moon with that DDT. And now Candice LeRae. But wait a minute! That's Sarah Logan. And Sarah Logan just attacked Candice LeRae, and now it's Liv Morgan. And both of these women, we haven't seen them much on NXT television, but oh my God. And Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan invading the main event here of NXT. And what the hell is this supposed to mean? What is this supposed to mean? And oh my God! And Sarah Logan, knee right to the jaw. And Sarah Logan just laid everything out on the line onto Candice LeRae here. And all the double knees by Liv Morgan. And what the hell are these two women doing? And this match has been thrown out. But what is Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan's motives here?